A boathouse in a desert. At the foot of Tumamoc Hill, just west of the road, is the Boathouse. You might wonder why anyone would put a boathouse in a desert. The answer is simple. The Sonoran Desert is traversed by several rivers, the largest of which is the Colorado. In the early 1900s, the Colorado was an uncontrolled and unpredictable river. Because of its great size and rapid flow, the river carried enormous quantities of silt, which would be deposited at any point where it slowed or widened. As a result, the river was constantly changing course, creating and eliminating sandbars, shoals, and channels as it flowed south to the Gulf of California. In 1905, the Colorado gave a dramatic demonstration of its power. Near Yuma, heavy spring floodwaters overwhelmed gates meant to control its flow into a newly constructed canal. The entire river shifted course, pouring through the breach towards an ancient lake bed over 60 miles away. It took 2 years of frantic effort to block the flow and return the Colorado to its normal channel. The new body of water, which then covered 500 square miles, was named the Salton Sea. To the scientists at the desert lab, a gigantic ecological experiment had been created. What organisms would colonize the new, initially freshwater lake? Which ones would flourish, and which would disappear? What would happen as the water in the landlocked lake began to evaporate, eventually making it saltier than the sea itself? In 1907, Desert Lab scientists made their first expedition to the Salton Sea, following its shoreline by boat for 150 miles. They mapped the sea, took water and soil samples, and inventoried plants, animals, and bacteria. Numerous boat expeditions were carried out over the next 15 years, documenting the extensive physical and biological changes within the accidentally formed desert sea. And that's why it makes sense to put a boathouse in a desert.